Beach here in western North Carolina, and things are pretty gray still, but spring is coming, so I'm excited about that. Today I think we're going to look at the process of polishing our crankshaft. Just to get you up to speed, if you haven't watched the other videos, I have a 400 mopar 400 big block donor motor, and I'm pulling the crank, rotating assembly, other parts out of this donor motor and putting it into the numbers matching motor for my 1972 Road Runner. And the goal with this build is to do everything inside my own shop, inside the garage, with no machine work. So polishing crankshaft is generally one of those things that often you'll have a machine shop do. You can go online and Google it and see all kinds of methods for polishing a crankshaft. So here is my crank. So I've already done all of these except for one. So this is the one, this is the before, you can see that, and then this is the after. So you can see that one's done. I've polished it. So the process here is, let's lay out the tools before we get started. Sandpaper, you can buy this. You can buy a pack like this for about 10 bucks on Amazon. This has 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 grit. What I've done is cut out 3 strips, so these are ready to go. 3 strips of, one is 1,000, so we're going to start there. Yep, we're going to start with 1,000, then we'll go to 2,000, then we'll go to 3,000. That's our polishing, and then we're going to finish up with some Barasso, and then we've also got some WD-40. Notice I got my WD-40 inside of a little squirt bottle. I don't know about you all, but I'm constantly running in. This is the sort of an ongoing thing. I decided with PB Blaster and WD-40, there's a conspiracy to put not enough gas inside the can, so you can only use about half of the fluid that's inside. So now anytime I run out of, you know, the WD-40 or PB Blaster can won't spray anymore, then I take and pop a hole in it, and then I drain out the fluid and put it in these little squirt bottles so I can continue to use it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna switch my camera view over here so you can see what we're doing, and I'm gonna walk you through. We're gonna polish this one up and hopefully see it get transformed. I'll tell you that one's not looking good right there at all. I got a lot of work to do there, but hopefully we'll see this get transformed over to something like that one. Alrighty, so hopefully you got a good view here. Again, this is the one we're going to be polishing. So we're going to start off with 1,000 grit. So I'm going to take this piece of 1,000 grit, and again, I've experimented with this quite a bit, so sort of got it halfway figured out at this point. I'm going to take and put some WD-40. Just going to sort of soak that down. That's going to be our lubricant we're going to use. I'm going to take and wrap this around here, like so. What I found is you really kind of need a piece of tape or something on there to hold it in place. It's going to be a loose fit, but it's enough to. Tape is just enough to hold it in place, so you can get your band around here. So then next up, you're going to use your Let's Fit. If you go on Amazon, these are actually exercise bands. I had these in the basement. I've used them before to exercise with, and these actually work well to wrap around here. And then what we're going to use to actually drive our belt is I've got my drill, and then I've got a 1 1/4 inch bit. you'll have to experiment with this. This does get a little bit slick, and let's see how it goes here. So there we go. And I've got it on I got the speed setting on 1. That's going to pop off like that from time to time, and if you don't watch. Alrighty. So, you know, I'm not pulling super hard on that, just enough to keep some pressure on it. You know, you can see I ran for about 20 or 30 seconds. We'll take that off and just sort of see. All right, there you go. Already can see that. That looks a little nicer. And that's probably good. I could probably hit that one more time, but I'm going to set that one off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and move to next. So let's go 2000 grit. Again, a little WD-40. Wrap that around. Little tape. You know, the goal here obviously is not take any metal off, but you know, polishing is what you're trying to do. So you want to be, you know, you can sort of make your own call about how long you want to do it for, but obviously the longer you do it, the more metal you're going to remove. All right, a little bit better. Again, nice and smooth. I like that. So let's go 3000 grit. Right. Now, you know, the other way, if you're sort of Googling this and happen to find it, you'll see the other way to do this. I've seen what I saw people doing, and it's what led me to this idea, is they'll take a piece like this and put it on there, and then they'll take like a shoestring or a longer piece of string and wrap it around twice, and then just sort of run the string back and forth to get that polishing motion going. But you know, this way just seems to make more sense and a lot faster, obviously, if you can do it with the drill. Alrighty, so that's 3000. I like that. I'm happy looking around. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more than that. I could probably do more, but I'm going to be on the conservative side because I don't want to take any metal. I don't want to take more off than I need to. All right, the last one is the polishing. Now this one, you'll see, is I haven't quite perfected this as well as I would like. What I've got here, and you'll see it, we'll see how well it goes. I mean, it did okay on the one up top, but it tends to just slide off, and it's just not, doesn't go as smoothly. But I've just got a piece of cloth that I've cut here. I'm using Brasso. You could use any other metal polish that you want. Semi-chrome. Brasso is cheaper than semi-chrome if you've used that to polish like exhaust pipes and that kind of thing. So I'm just putting some Brasso on here. You can be pretty liberal with this. This piece of cloth's already pretty well soaked, so I'm not putting too much on it. So same process here. Now the problem you'll see is that this just doesn't, I don't know. I don't know if the problem is the resistance with the cloth or what, but it just doesn't seem to go as smooth. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna actually go up to a higher speed on this drill, see if I can get a little more action going. Yeah, see, that's the problem. You try to go too fast, tends to want to slide off there. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I can come back and polish some more if I want, but let's just see how that looks. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I like that. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, that looks good. That's nice. So that is that's basically it. That's the process. Again, the ones I've seen online, folks take and they've got a piece in there and they just sort of work it, wrap a piece around and then go in here and just work it like that, and that's fine. That works. But certainly this drill is better. Again, what you might run into is you can see the way the band tends to fly off here. I mean, ideally you'd have a piece like this that's maybe got a little shoulder on it that will sort of keep the belt in line. So that'd be an ideal thing. I actually experimented with this. I think this is like a knurled motorcycle grip or something, and was using that. That actually you get a little more grip on there, but this is kind of flimsy, so it just wasn't quite as stable, and using that worked well enough. So that's basically it. So what I'm going to do with these smaller ones, so I've got to do the same thing with these smaller. With the these are the piston rods, the crank journals. I'll do the same thing with them. I'm just going to cut a thinner strip. Now I'm struggling to find a rubber band that's long enough. This one's obviously too thick to use on the crank journals, so I was trying to experiment with this, but this is not really long enough. When you put it on there, you don't have enough room to work, so I may have to take one like this and cut it thinner is probably what I'm going to have to do. So we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, that is my take on polishing your crank, and I think it works fairly well. Hope it helps somebody else out there. Okay, that's it for now. Again, don't forget to like, follow, share if you like what I'm doing. Leave a comment if you will. If you have a way of polishing your crankshaft or an improvement you think I could make, share it. All right, thanks.